Welcome everyone, DragonFlare 930 or Jinx or Jax as you would call me, and we're back with a little treat for you. I found this online not too long ago actually. I was looking for the Luna game to actually record for you guys because I'm a Brony and I don't think I have a lot of Brony material on my channel, so I thought, you know, let's put some more Brony items onto here. So, I found this, the Lights in the Sky, a Brony fanfare visual novel. I've not done anything beforehand. I accidentally recorded a little bit before trying to start it up, but my mic wasn't recording, so I'm deciding to record it again, and I only got a little bit at the very beginning. So, let's get started. I can't believe she's taking me to some museum. I had things to do, games to play. I was gonna build a bottle rocket and shoot it off a cliff. I could even be drawing aliens with my new set of crayons right now. Is something wrong, little star? No. Well, I brought you along so that I'd have some company while we deliver this shipment of Starfruit. It doesn't really work if you don't say something once in a while. Say something. Something. Am I gonna have to give you a noogie? What? No, I hate noogies. Well, talk to me then. Sorry. How long till we get to the Astrology Museum? The Manhattan Astronomy Society Museum, Star. Astronomy, not astrology. Oh, astronomy. What's the difference? I'm not sure. Maybe we'll find out once we get there. Come to think of it, you never told me why we're delivering Starfruit to an astronomy museum. Other than the word star, I mean. The pony we're delivering it to is a long-time customer of ours, and we're making a personal appearance to thank him for his loyalty. I guess that makes sense. Plus, our upcoming Star Shower that's a lot of S. Star Shower Social could use more sponsors. That's called doing business, little star. You'll learn... what's wrong with me? You'll learn more about it when you grow up and help take care of the farm. I wish she hadn't said that. The idea of me running the family farm doesn't exactly excite me. I'd rather do something with my life that I want to do. But the Star Shower Social is something Heartland has been planning for weeks in an effort to promote the farm. She needs a lot of help preparing, and I'd hate to let her down. She's really looking forward to it. Heartland, are we there yet? We'll be there soon, little star. Lights in the Sky. A Brony fanfare visual novel. Why do I say visible instead of visual? I don't fucking know. We're here. What do you think? By first impression, the museum looks like it came from the future. I'd never seen anything like it before. The architecture has more cement than what I'm used to on the farm, but the garden, though small, appears to be well maintained. I had no idea it'd be this big. Heartland has a big smile on her face, as if she knew I'd have that reaction. Well, do you want to check it out? We're welcome to explore the museum on our own. I still have to deliver these Starfruit, though. God damn it. Okay. Go with Heartland. Well... let's go with Heartland. I think I'll go with you. You sure? It might be boring, paperwork and stuff. I guess. Well, if you insist. Okay. When we enter the building, he stepped onto a welcome mat into a not-so-busy lobby. I wanted to look around, but Heartland was already making her way into the exhibit hall. I can't wait to show you the ropes. We're gonna have so much fun. Heartland, wait! I followed her into the exhibits hall. However, I was greeted by the large contraption with dishes on the top and panels spread out on its sides. My mouth dropped as I began comparing my small size to the large structure towering over me. Wow, it's huge! Out of curiosity, I tried reaching out for one of the panels, but no matter how much I tried to jump, I couldn't reach it. Come on already! What are you doing here? I snapped out of my trance and turned around to find a purple colt sitting on the side reading a large book. Me? Yeah, what is an Earth pony like you doing here? Fucking asshole. Well, my sister dropping off some starfruit for somebody else here. I was suddenly reminded. My sister! Where's my sister? That yellow pony? Yeah, did you see where she went? No. The pony grew silent. This conversation went downhill pretty fast. I decided to introduce myself to him. Maybe this pony could help me find my sister. I'm Rising Star. What's your name? Vector Dusk. Well, it's nice to meet you, Vector Dusk. The colt angrily returned to his book. We are definitely not getting along very well. I think about leaving, but I became curious about the book. Trying to get a better view of the book on the ground, I turned my head to see what he's reading. Astronomical physics, the same as particle astrophysics, is a branch of particle physics that studies elementary particles of astronomical origin and their relation to astrophysics and cosmology. Why does it sound so fancy? Vector Dusk closes the book and gives me an arrogant smile. Should have expected an Earth pony to not understand any of that. Excuse me? Earth ponies aren't typically seen in the comedic world. Why? Because they're simply not intelligent enough to comprehend the complexities of the world around them. Where in the world did you hear that? It's a logical conclusion, Philly. Well, you're wrong. Not every Earth pony is going to understand the words in your book. But that doesn't mean that we're all stupid. I'd like to see you prove me wrong. Yeah, maybe I will. Vector Dusk gives in a mischievous smile. Oh, maybe would you like to take the museum's Wonders of the Galaxy challenge? What's that? The museum's Wonders of the Galaxy challenge allows visitors to quiz themselves on what they've learned from touring the museum. No filly or colt has beaten the challenge yet. Not even you. I heard the record of most questions answered correctly. 3 is my lucky number. My sister is probably looking for me, so I should probably go look out for her, but I refuse to let a pony talk down to me. Well, considering your record broken, the challenge is going to be beaten today. Then I guess I'm coming with you. It'll be hilarious to see you fail. Fine. As I accepted Vector Dusk's challenge, I was suddenly reminded of the contraption. Okay, so what is this thing? You act like you've never seen a satellite before. Wow, is that what we call it? Yeah. You don't know what a satellite is? Figures. I don't think most ponies even know what a satellite is. Really? Well then, I bet you also didn't know that this model is a 1/8 scale replica of the Brilliance satellite. Is that how we say it? I think that's how you say it. I don't know. I didn't know that. But if you actually let me read the plaque in front of the satellite, I'm sure I'd actually learn about it. Oh, go ahead then. Brushing Vector Dusk off, I began to read the plaque. The Brilliance project was originally conceived to provide a radio relay to the far corners of the continent. Designed by the Pegasus Polaris, Brilliance was the first successful attempt at placing an artificial machine in the planet's orbit. After many trials and failed attempts, the project found success in the 32nd iteration of the satellite in 19XX-A.L. Thanks to the Brilliance project, even the dragons in the farthest regions of the continent can enjoy the rockin' sounds of K-Colt. K-Colt? I love K-Colt! Of course you would enjoy that pointless dribble. I roll my eyes at him. Not every pony has the same taste in music, Vector Dusk. But how does the satellite work? Vector Dusk opens his mouth to answer, but no words come out of his mouth. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. So I could just go back if I miss some things. That's good. Last time I fucked up, I think, once. So he gives some thought to it. You know what? I never really asked about that. Maybe we should find out. And the satellite was designed by a Pegasus. Polaris is the only Pegasus member in the Manhattan Astronomical Society. But he couldn't have completed the project if it wasn't largely funded in part of my father. Anyway, where to next? The Planetarium is where the challenge is held, but you want to go there last. You haven't learned anything yet. Instead, we can go to the Constellation exhibits. They have a lot of cool stories about the constellations. I bet you didn't even know any of them. Or we can go to the observation terrains. Even an amateur like you would find the answer there pretty fast. Where should we go to next? I have to give some thought to this. Let's go to the Constellation exhibits. Let's go see the Constellation exhibits. Sure, if you want. We walked up to the left staircase towards the Constellation exhibits. He seems like that smug son of a bitch. So these are the Constellation exhibits. What do you think? That's a spin-off of the Little Dipper, I would say? Looks like a praying mantis. That looks like a fucked up wire hanger. Looks like a V with a circle over here. That looks like somebody tried to draw a lady at a girl in a tank top at a certain angle, but decided to stop halfway, part way through after they made the dress. The room had several displays with images overlaid on pictures of the stars. I love learning about constellations. Do you know what constellation is? Who do you think I am? Of course I do. A constellation is a set of prominent stars? I thought that was going to say preeminent. Astronomers use constellations to identify certain stars. Heartland taught me certain ones that they appear during certain seasons. Like the Pegasus constellation during autumn. That's when we harvest our starfruit. True. I think wasn't it the constellation Orion only appears during the nearing winter? I believe that's what that one was. I bet you didn't even have a favorite. What? I do have a favorite constellation. It's... my favorite's actually Leo. Leo. He was the lion who was defeated by the mythical creature Hercules. Oh, you're not ignorant as I thought. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. So which of these constellations do I have to read about for the challenge? When I approach the particular exhibit, Vector Dusk immediately gets in my way. Oh, this isn't the one you're looking for. I doubt it. If he's trying to prevent me from looking at his constellation, then this must be the one I need. Please move. Vector hesitates, but then moves out of the way for me to read the exhibit. The constellation Pegasus is made up of the 8 named stars in mythology. Pegasus was the first of the Pegasi. Oh, of course! No shit! That's how you get the name Pegasus. He was charged with the duty of bringing thunder and lightning to the earth and was respected by even the ancient princesses themselves. It has been said that descendants of Pegasus, the Pegasi ponies, have since are able to shape the weather itself. So this Pegasus was really important in mythology, huh? Totally. Thunder and lightning. How radical could you get? Vector Dusk cleared his throat. I mean, yeah, he's cool, I guess. Anyway, are we done? Let's check out some of the other exhibits. I'm curious. I'm curious about what their names are. Ursa Major, also known as the Great Bear, is a constellation visible throughout the year in most of the northern hemisphere and was approximately 19 stars. Has approximately. The most common mythology associated with the constellation describes a pony who was turned into a bear by an evil witch. To prevent the bear from being hunted, a powerful wizard places the bear in the sky. I don't get it. If he's so powerful, why doesn't he just turn the bear back into a human? Whoops, I mean pony. I have an app on my Google Chrome and I see every word being human means pony, so I just always do that. Being turned back into a pony. I'll never understand unicorns. Pisces. Yeah, Pisces is a constellation most commonly associated with a common zodiac and lies east of Aquarius. Made up of approximately 14 stars, Pisces is best known as the fish that rescued a princess and her son from the monster Typhoon. If you think about how small we are compared to the size of the universe, I guess it's important to remember that even the little guys can make a difference. That's really true. Leo is the constellation most commonly associated with the common zodiac and lies west of Vertigo. As one of the earliest recognized constellations, Leo can be seen with the naked eye made of 9 stars. In mythology, Leo was a powerful lion that caused panic on a village until it was defeated by Hercules after a battle that lasted 4 days. Impressed by the lion's strength, the hero requested that the lion be placed in the sky. 4 days? Did they at least take bathroom breaks? Well, did they at least take naps is what I'm wondering. Aquarius is a constellation commonly associated with the common zodiac and lies between Capricorn and Pisces? Caricanus and Pisces. One of the oldest of recognized constellations in the zodiac, Aquarius is made up of approximately 14 stars and is best described as a water carrier of some sort. Earlier portrayals previously dedicated a pony pouring water from a bucket or urn. Despite its largest size, Aquarius has no particular bright stars. What a strangely boring constellation. I agree, I was actually really not knowing. The door leads back into the museum. Ready to leave? Yes. Check out the rest of the exhibits. Wait, I pressed the wrong one. Let's go there. We left the Constellations exhibit for the observation turrets. The terrace, this is a really good art style. This really reminds me a lot of the actual show. The terrace gives a view to the landscape where the trees look cut specifically to give view to the horizon. There's nothing astronomy related up here at all. Ha! That's what you think, Philly. This terrace is special. What do you mean? Why don't you find out for yourself? The telescopes can help us observe stars or unknown neighbors, if there were any around here. It's still daylight, so the best thing we can use these for at the moment is watching trees or blinding our eyes by staring at the sun. Ow, that fucking hurt. Maybe I should point at the sun and tell Vector Dusk to take a look through it. Nah. At night, this terrace is one of the only few places on the planet to witness Shiranui. Shiranui? Never heard of it, huh? I thought so. Why did I say so? Sound weird. Before even coming to this museum, have you ever heard about it? No. I read about it on the plaque on the rail. I began reading on the plaque, which had an etching of the horizon with the fire and sun. Shiranui, meaning unknown fire, is an optical phenomenon characterized by moving, changing fires which appear at the horizon at dusk, on the first day of each month. Visible from only a few places on the planet, the Manhattan Astronomy Society built this museum where it's currently located in order to observe the Shiranui phenomenon. Extensive scientific studies suggest that Shiranui may be the conclusive of physical distribution or heated air and cold air pockets constantly fluctuating combined with different artificial and natural light sources. So today's the 28th of the month. That means Shiranui will appear in 3 days. That's when Star Shower's social's happening. Star Shower Social? Yeah, my sister's having a social at our farm in 3 days. You should come, it's gonna be fun. I don't know if my father would be interested. Oh. Well, maybe you should ask him anyway. I don't need you to tell me that. Maybe I will. Alright. Sheesh. Anyway, are we done here? Is there anything else? Oh! Check out the rest of the... From these tables, we can get a good view of the landscape. I guess some of the researchers take breaks out here. I wonder if they ever hold parties here. Okay, we've already read that. Yeah, we can get out of here. Okay, yeah, we're ready. Fuck, I pressed the wrong one again. We left the Terrans for the Planetarium. You know, I've actually never been to one of these things. I've actually never seen a planetarium. Heard they're pretty cool. The planetarium is dark, but was illuminated by the projection of the sun and the planets revolving around it. Above us, a grid with stars twinkled at us. This is by far the coolest room I've ever seen. Yeah, usually there's a presentation that we'd sit and watch, but it's disabled for the challenge. We walked closer to the console in the middle of the room, and printed on the dashboard is a sign, "Do not climb." So is this where we take on the challenge? I pressed the button on the console. The console glowed brighter and the screen began to display text, which at the "Welcome to the Wonders of the Galaxy" challenge. In this challenge, we test your knowledge of the museum's wonders. Answer all the questions correctly and receive the grand prize. I didn't know there was a prize. It's not like you're even capable of winning in any way. Are you ready? Whatever, it's not like I'm needed a prize anyway. Let's begin. Wait, hold on. The Brilliance Project succeeded on what attempt? 30-second attempt. Computer dings. Correct! On to the next question. Yes, in your face, Vector. Okay, it's only the first question though. You got 3 more to go. According to our plaque of the observation, Terrence, Shiranui means... the unknown fire? Correct! Alright, 2 down. Don't get cocky. The constellation Pegasus is the pattern of how many stars? 8. It's 8. Correct! On to the next question. Woo! I'm up to your record now, Vector. Okay, so what? You still have the last question. If it's something I can't answer, that makes you think you can. We don't know until we find out, will we? I fueled the desire to know, the courage to work outside the box, and the answer at the center of the sun. The most important thing to an astronomer. What am I? What kind of question is that? I actually got stuck on this one. The closest answer I can get to is the actual material of the sun's core, and it wouldn't accept it. Sounds like a riddle. A riddle? That's stupid. How does Polaris accept anyone to beat the challenge? Okay, let's see. Let's listen to that again. I fuel the desire to know, the courage to work outside the box. The answer at the center of the sun, the most important thing to an astronomer. What am I? There's lightning, electrons, fire. I don't know. I knew you wouldn't be able to pass the challenge. Hold on, just give me a second. There has to be something in the room that'll give me a clue. A hologram of the sun flickers at me as I look into it. Wait, is there something in there? I started to look in a little bit longer. It flickered again. There is something in there. I began climbing onto the console. What are you doing? I have an idea. You're not supposed to climb onto that. Well, you can't stop me now. Once I got a hold of myself on the console, I jumped through the hologram of the sun. Passing through the sun, something solid collides with my body, something that was suspended in the hologram. I landed on the ground with a crash. I looked at what I took of the hologram. It was a capsule. I opened the capsule to find a slip of paper sitting inside. Reading aloud, I heard the answer to the riddle. Curiosity! The answer is curiosity! Suddenly the computer dings. The console's light glows green and the hologram begins spinning uncontrollably. Congratulations, you've completed the challenge. Please stand by. Yeah, that's very... I know it. I knew it because of a couple of reasons. You gotta think about being a scientist, or somebody that ponders questions all the time, like me. I do ponder a lot of questions. Curiosity. Curiosity is what drives you, the fire that's inside your heart, what fuels you to knowing the answer, to upping the ante of how you can successfully climb through the ranks of society. And it's very easy. What? How? The riddle was a set of instructions. Working inside the box, sometimes that means breaking the rules, and the answer was literally at the center of the sun's hologram. Wonderful! We looked up as the blue Pegasus descended from above. Well, that's... different. Polaris! Absolutely wonderful! Curiosity drives us to look further beyond what we know. You finally completed the challenge, Vector Dusk. Actually, I can finally justify taking you under my wing as my apprentice. Polaris, your father will be so pleased. Maybe he'll finally stop harassing me. Polaris! Yes, Vector Dusk? I didn't complete the challenge. It was her. Pegasus looks over at me. You completed the challenge? Yeah. We don't see many Earth ponies in this museum. What is your name, little one? I'm Rising Star. He rubs his chin. Fascinating, Rising Star. You're the first pony to answer all the questions right. Vector Dusk has been trying to complete the challenge for 2 weeks, and you've accomplished it in 1 day. Fascinating. I suppose I can bestow the prize onto you. A telescope? That's right. I must admit, I have some reservations about giving this to you. Why? We don't see many Earth ponies walk into the museum. I wonder if you really had the dedication for this field. Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Again with the Earth Pony thing. I don't like it when people doubt me, but something about Polaris, even about doubt, sparkles something into me. The Brilliance Project, Pegasus, Shiranui. Shiranui is an optical phenomenon characterized by moving, changing fires which appear on the horizon at dusk on the first day of each month. Visible from only a few places on the Earth, the Manhattan Astronomy Society built this museum, which is currently located in order to observe the Shiranui phenomenon. Exclusive scientific studies similar to Shiranui may be the result of complex distribution of heated air in cold air pockets currently fluctuating combined with different artificial and natural light sources. Pegasus looks stunned. Vector's jaw is dropped. Did you just recite the plaque word for word? I don't know, I guess? But I want to learn more. All of this, where everything came from, what's beyond our planet. I want to know. I'm looking for the pony who will make the next big discovery. Somebody who will use that I can teach them to advance to the Something keeps blinking on my TV and it's distracting me, I'm sorry. I'm looking for the pony who will make the next big discovery. Some pony who will use what I can teach them to advance the observational astronomy field further than what I can do. If you are that pony, then you'll pass my next challenge in no time at all. Another challenge? The first challenge tests a pony's curiosity. The next one will test your dedication. Hold on, Polaris. I've showed more dedication than this filly here in the past 2 weeks. That is true. But you haven't even passed my first challenge, Vector Dusk. What good is what I teach to a youngling if he can't even make use of what he learns? Haven't I shown that I'm serious about this field? Is 2 weeks not enough for you, Polaris? I'll do this 1 month. I'll do this for 1 month if I have to. Vector Dusk, you don't have to do this, just to meet Iron Dusk's expectations. He may be my boss, but this has nothing to do with my father. I seriously doubt that, Vector. Polaris? Yes? I could have completed this challenge, but if it weren't for Vector Dusk, he was a jerk the entire time, but he did help me find the right answers. As much as it annoys me to say this, we're a pretty good team. Pegasus thinks on it. Well, there's nothing I could say. I can't take on two apprentices. You mean you'll take the both of us? He hands us a piece of paper. If you can identify these 4 celestial bodies and bring to me your proof before I leave for my research trip in the Far East on the 1st of this month, I will take you on as my apprentice. That's 3 days, isn't it? I'll be back in 2. Vector Dusk disappears almost immediately. 3 days. Isn't that when we have our sisterhood, our star shower social? 2 days, huh? I wonder if you can boast the same. 2 days. I'll complete the challenge before you can say Rising Star. Uh-oh. I'm so sorry, little star. I got so excited about teaching you the ropes, I forgot to keep track of you. I'm so glad I can find you. I'm sorry if she causes you any trouble, Polaris. It's no problem, miss. Rising Star simply just participated in our Wonders of the Galaxy challenge and became the first pony to successfully complete the challenge. Is that true, little star? Sure is, Heartland. At the very least, I'm glad you're safe. Shall we get going then? I'll see you soon, Polaris. Allow me to show you out. Well then, I'll take my leave. Thank you for the Fruit Star, Heartland. Rising Star. Remember what we discussed. What'd y'all talk about? Polaris gave me an assignment to work on, and if I finish it in time, he'll let me become the apprentice. What? Really? You an astronomer? You hate books. Besides, how are you going to help me with the Star Shower social if you're going to look up at the sky all night? I can still help you with that. It'll work out. I promise. We'll see. I'll show her. I'll complete the challenge and make the social a success. To be continued. Is that the end of it? Thank you for completing the first act of Lights in the Sky. We hope you enjoyed your time with our characters. Feel free to tweet your thoughts on this game and support our future releases to the developer of this game on Twitter, Peter Xijiang. For further reading, credits and director's notes are available at the Brony Fanfare website, www.bronyfanfare.com. Well, that was Lights in the Sky. I was actually hoping it'd be a little bit longer, because I guess I didn't really read up. But it's very good. I like the beginning of this so far. I will say, you guys did an amazing job over there. It's really intriguing. And me personally, I kind of, like, in my own head, I don't know if I really expressed this through the mic, or through my voice or whatever, but in my head I kind of thought about how everyone was. When I was thinking about Heartland, I was thinking of her kind of like as an Applejack. When I was thinking about Rising Star, I was thinking of her as more or less an Apple Bloom. When I was thinking about Vector Dusk, I was thinking of her as him as a fucking asshole. Like, you know, he's sort of like the person that's like, I'm racist as shit. It's like,
you're a Earth pony? Well, I'm a unicorn. If you're an Earth pony, you're not that smart. This is discrimination against your kind.
It's sort of like that. And true, that is how life is. I don't know if there's really any discrimination nowadays in this show. Like, I think they all live in perfect harmony, which I guess is how the show is supposed to be. But yeah, I've never really seen somebody that goes like, "Ah, you're a fucking Pegasus, get out of my town." I've never seen anything like that. So anyway, it's pretty damn good. I like it. I'll give the link in the description for you guys. It's been a blast just reading it, actually. As a lot of people do know, I love to read these kind of things. My friends know, the people on the channel probably know. So, this has been DragonFlare 930, Jinx, Jax, whichever one you want to call me. This is going to be like my slogan, whichever you want to say. And, it's been a Brony Visual Novel. It's been pretty damn good. I'll see you guys later, and expect that tweet from me. Beware the flame. Goodbye.